Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Mood616 here, and I'm back with part 2 of the DVD/Blu-ray updates. So, yeah, let's get right into this. This is going to be the Blu-rays, obviously. First up, actually, the first bunch here are going to be from Screen Factory. I'm just going to move this a little bit. From Screen Factory. This one just came out on Tuesday, and yeah, picked it up. And it's called Ravenous. This is a very, very underrated later 90s film. Cannibal film. Fuck. This thing is such a good movie. It's such a fantastic movie. If you've never seen Ravenous, definitely check it out. I thought that the PQ was pretty good on this. I know it was getting already mixed reviews about that. It's nothing horrible or anything. It's not like pristine, but it's pretty fucking good though. Pretty fucking good. And I was stoked that that they actually had the reversible cover art. This is how it comes with that cover, but I had to switch it to this one because I love this cover. It's so fantastic. But pretty cool release. It's got some decent features. It's got like a bunch of commentaries on here. It's got like 3 commentaries. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. But yeah, Ravenous, fantastic cannibal film. Great release by Screen Factory. Next up is the 1979, I believe. Yeah, 1979 Klaus Kinski version of Nosferatu. Now, right when this movie got released, a lot of people were saying that the PQ was quite shitty on it and stuff. It's not. There's really only 2 scenes in this movie that, you know, kind of dip down in quality, and I don't know why that is, but there is literally 2 scenes in this movie that dipped almost like VHS quality. And then it goes right back into the, the good print. I thought it looked great. You know, I thought it looked really good besides those 2 scenes in the film. Otherwise, it was really fucking good. There's not a lot of features on here. You can watch it either in the German or in the English. I, of course, watched it in German. Audio commentary on here, and there's like a making of Nosferatu, which I have not watched yet. But this is such a fantastic movie. Oh man, Klaus Kinski's performance in this is so fantastic. Like, it's really fucking good, man. Like, I couldn't help but just kind of watch him in the film and just kind of study his performance. He's so fucking good, man. Like, you can tell he's really into the character, and it's just been a long time since I've watched this movie, and I'm just very, very impressed with this. Really good film. Nosferatu from Screen Factory. Next up is, I think, one that's selling really well for Screen Factory right now, because it seems like everybody's picking this up, and I don't blame them because it's a fantastic movie, and this is like the fully uncut version of it too, so it's got all the, those cut scenes and stuff all put back into the film, and that is Evil Speak. This is such a fucking great movie, man. What's his fucking name? Clint Howard. My God, I can't. I have no idea why I just forgot his name, but Clint Howard's performance in this film is so good. Like, he's so perfect for this role. Like, he's that weird-looking dude, and he's getting bullied. He's so perfect, man. He's so perfect. The last half an hour of this film is just so worth the wait. The gore is so well done. Yeah, that whole scene in the church, man, is fucking fantastic. It's just great. Yeah, awesome fucking movie. I thought the transfer was really good on this. It sounds really good too, so pretty cool stuff. Next up is a slasher from 1981 that kind of gets mixed reviews, and I can see why. But I actually have come to like this movie a lot more than I used to. Like, I always liked this movie, but I always thought it was kind of, whatever. And that is Final Exam. Again, it's got some pretty decent audio commentaries on here and stuff, and interviews. Not chock full of special features, but I thought the PQ on this was fantastic. I thought the audio was a little hissy, again, with the S's. It was a little hissy, but, it wasn't too bad. But, I finally fully appreciate this movie, because I know this movie was always plagued with, it's a very pointless slasher because there's no motive for the killings and stuff. But I've come to realize that that's actually the point of the movie. The one character in this film, he talks about, how the world is just filled with random violence. And he brings it up a few times in the film, just in regular conversations and stuff. And it just kind of dawned on me that that's exactly what the point of the movie is. It felt so stupid when I actually thought of that, but I know people always kind of criticize this one for, you know, it's so pointless and stuff, but I think that's the point. It's kind of cool. It's got some pretty decent kills in this, nothing overly spectacular, but it's a fun film though, man. If you like early 80s slashers, check it out. Like I said, PQ is fantastic. I think the PQ is probably better on Final Exam than it is on Evil Speak, but speaking of fantastic PQ, Sleepaway Camp. Now, this transfer is fantastic. They did a great fucking job with this, man. Sounds good, looks fantastic. You know, a film like this is the, you know, the type of treatment that it needed, so it's got lots of special features on here, bunch of commentaries, and shit like that, but we just recently did on our season 1 finale, we did the whole Sleepaway Camp franchise on the podcast, so if you guys haven't checked it out, check it out, but we go into quite a lots of depth on these films, and Sleepaway Camp is a great slasher film, you know, but yeah, it's pretty much one of those films that everybody knows about, so if you've never checked it out, check it out. This is the way to see it, though. Fuck, is this transfer ever good. And last up for the Scream Factories is actually another film that we did a main review on the podcast, in Dead Shadows. This is a film from France. Yeah, at first I thought it was like a sci-fi film, but it's not. It's just a film that they released. Yeah, this one had potential to be a pretty decent film, but the problem is with this movie is that it's poorly written. It's really poorly written. There's lots of plot holes in this film. Mixed in with some pretty shoddy, at times, CGI is pretty fucking bad, but the biggest problem with this movie is just the script. You know, there's too many plot holes, there's too many things that aren't explained in this movie, that really fucking hurt the movie hardcore. I really wanted to like this, and I think that they could have explored a little more. This movie only runs 76 minutes. You know, they definitely could have wrote in some of those things to explain what the fuck was going on with things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really recommend this movie, but pick it up because it is a Scream Factory. Support them, so you know how we do it. All right, next up is a film that I actually cannot believe made it to Blu-ray. This shit just blows my mind. And it's released by, oh man, Gorgon Video. Back. They are back. I thought this company fell off the face of the earth, but that is Death Spa. Now this is it's kind of like a supernatural slasher type film, obviously takes place in a spa. This is fucking so much fun, man. I love this movie. It was so great. It just screams 80s. I mean, it all takes place in a spa, of course, so it just has that, like, you know, that 80s fitness look to it. Everyone's got those 80s, you know, outfits on it. Oh, it's just the soundtrack, the hair, everything. There's so much nudity in this movie too, actually. Really, really fun time, man. I really liked the end of this film too. I thought it was fantastic. Some pretty damn cool kills in it too. Mixed in with some pretty interesting people that are in the film. We got who do we have in this movie actually? I can't remember what the fuck his name is, but yeah, but there's like some interesting fucking people in this film, and I really highly recommend this. This one's really expensive though, but oh man, great fucking movie. Can't recommend it enough. Next up is a film from Code Red. Yeah, this is another movie I can't believe that's actually been put on Blu-ray, and that is Nail Gun Massacre. I had to grab this because I love this movie. I will say right away that the transfer is pretty fucking shitty on this. It just basically looks like a VHS transfer. It's not very good, actually. But, you know, it doesn't look as bad as VHS, but it just kind of looks like DVD quality, really. Kind of pissed off about that. I wanted to see them really clean up, but it's probably the best it's ever going to look, really. But I don't know, if you've never seen Nail Gun Massacre, it's such a cheesy fucking movie. Some of the effects are so poorly done, but they're so amazing. Just basically about this person going around killing off construction workers with a nail gun. Yeah, pretty basic movie, but fun shit though. I really enjoyed it. And next up from Code Red also is Neon Maniacs. Now this is probably the best Blu-ray transfer that they've done so far. I have like Voices from Beyond, Just Before Dawn, and obviously these two. These are the ones I've seen so far. This is probably the best one. I think all their transfers are pretty shitty, to be honest. But and I also heard that the Redeemer, I heard that transfer is quite shitty too, actually. So that sucks. But yeah, Neomaniacs, really, really fun film, man. I do recommend picking this up. This is actually kind of worth the upgrade. I mean, it seems like it's an upgrade in video quality. Sounds pretty good though. I think it's just like the original track and stuff. But you know, it's a fucking fun film, man. Everyone needs to see Neomaniacs. Very cool film. Next up is Joel Reed's Blood-Sucking Freaks. Now, I know this is coming out from Troma too, but I really wanted to check out 88 Films just to see what they do and stuff. This was coming with like a limited edition slipcover, and then you got the different cover art right there, which is fantastic. Chock full of fucking, you know, features and stuff too, which is really cool. But I thought they did a pretty good job of the transfer, because this movie's really, really grimy, like really dirty looking. But such a fun fucking movie, such a weird film. It's just so sadistic and funny at times, and oh man, if you've never seen Blood-Sucking Freaks, it's fantastic. It's basically about this kind of like this off-Broadway show run by this crazy fucking this little dwarf guy. Basically what they do is they kidnap women and stuff like that, and they basically kill them on stage and do shit like that and stuff. But they just torture and they do the most vicious, nasty shit to them throughout the film and stuff. And it's such a weird film, but so enjoyable. This movie has so much tits and muff in it. It's ridiculous. Almost every scene in the film has naked chicks. It's just ridiculous. But such a fun film. Awesome stuff. Highly recommend it. Every time I watch that movie, it just... it gets me every time. I'm just like, oh my god. Next up from Synapse Films is just a fantastic release. This is part of the Hammer Horror Collection, and that's Countess Dracula. Awesome fucking movie, man. What is her... Ingrid Pitt, the main character in this film. She is so good in this film. I know my boy Hormacob Crazy Philip was talking about this film in an update too, but he said it like really good, that she steals the show, man. She's really good in this movie. She's not only beautiful, but she's fantastic in the role. This is a really great Hammer film. I highly recommend it. It looks awesome on fucking Blu-ray, like you would always expect from Synapse Films. I think they do some of the best transfers out there. It really cleaned up this shit really well. So, but yeah, just a fantastic movie. Not really going to get into any of these plots and stuff like that, because yeah, just not going to do that. So, Countess Dracula, check this out. It's fucking awesome. Next up is a film from Scorpion releasing, and I'd never seen this movie before. I always wanted to check it out. I love killer dog films, and that is Dogs. Loved it. I thought it was fantastic, man. Really cool kind of premise and stuff like that about this university that's kind of doing like these underground, well, not underground, but they're doing something with these animals and stuff, and then it's basically just, you know, these guys trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, why all these dogs are kind of conforming together and just basically attacking people left and right and shit like that. So they got to figure out what the fuck is going on. There's some kind of conspiracy theory going. It's a fun film, man. I really enjoyed the effects and stuff. There's one scene in this film that really fucking made me laugh, though. When this dog eats its way right through the wall. This guy and this girl are trapped in this garage. These fucking dogs just rip through the walls. Oh, it just cracked me up, man. It's funny, but you know, obviously all real dogs and stuff. It's pretty cool what they did with it, so definitely check it out. Awesome film. Next up is the sequel to the remake of Fright Night, Fright Night 2. I will say that I actually enjoyed this movie a lot more than the remake. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but I hated the remake with a passion. I thought it was a piece of shit. This one I actually kind of liked, man. I thought it's not a good movie at all, but it was more enjoyable for me. It just, I don't know, man. The remake of Fright Night just really bugged the shit out of me. I thought it was terrible. This one, just, I enjoyed it. So, I mean, I'm not going to say it's a good movie or anything, but it was fun, though. Next up is a non-horror title. I actually forgot this was in there. Man, I watched this movie again the other night, and it's just fantastic. Such a great film. Great car chases. Some of the best ever. And that is Steve McQueen and Bullets. This is a fantastic movie. It transfers pretty so-so. I think it's kind of, you know, it's a little above average and stuff. It's pretty good for what it is, but what an amazing amazing action film, man. Like, seriously, you can't beat the car chases in this film. It's fucking awesome. Great film. And I couldn't pass it up. I think it was only like $8 brand new, so I was like, whatever. And next up is I think all the films remaining here, all redemption releases. First up is Eden and After, a film by Alain Robbe-Gurlet. He's a French director. I think these are more like drama type, weird, fucked up films. Not exactly horror, but this is a pretty cool version though, actually, because it comes with the complete alternate version. And took the dice, so that's pretty cool. That's the thing I love about redemption films. They always have like full alternate cuts of films like on these releases and stuff. So that's pretty fucking cool. I haven't watched actually any of these Alain Robbe-Gurlet films yet. I got a couple more in the collection, but I think that's all that they're gonna release. So I'm just gonna start watching them all in a row. Next up is The Man Who Lies. This one looks pretty intriguing. These are like all kind of like from the early 60s and stuff. He didn't actually direct that many movies. He kind of just directed from the early 60s into the early 70s, and that was about it. So, The Man Who Lies looks pretty damn cool. Next up is L'Immortel, something like that. I don't speak French, so... but yeah, this is like another kind of like dramatic... I don't know even like how to describe these films, man, so I gotta watch them. Next up is a Pete Walker film called The Flesh and Blood Show. I'm actually a really big fan of this movie. I have the DVD also, but I thought I'd upgrade to this, of course, because I collect these redemption releases. But this looked pretty good. This looked pretty good, you know, for what it is. I love Pete Walker, man. I'm so excited for the new Pete Walker films that have just got released by Redemption. I actually have those in the mail right now, so Flesh and Blood Show, pretty cool movie. Next up is Frightmare. I love this movie, man. Oh fuck, she is such a crazy bitch in this film, man. So crazy. Basically about this killer family. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on in this movie, but I think it's a really fun film. Transfer looks fantastic. Good stuff. And last up for the redemption titles is, oh my god, Jess Franco's The Demons. Wow, this movie is practically a porno. There is so much unnecessary non-masturbation scenes. Well, I mean, of course, you know, it's not that bad to watch, but it really does take away from the film. This movie is almost 2 hours long, and I swear there's like 45 to 50 minutes of just like scenes of masturbation in this film. It's basically softcore porn. And, you know, the story's very, very basic. You know, it came out at a time where these type of witch films and stuff were being made all the fucking time. And that's basically what it is. It's about this woman that gets burnt at the cross and stuff, and then she basically has her kids kind of, you know, avenge her death and stuff like that. And, you know, it's one of those type films, man. The effects in this film are so poor. They're so poor. This is actually not a very good Jess Franco film, to be honest. I think that, you know, they could probably have cut out some of those scenes, because it just really does drag. Like, some of them were fucking long. But this movie has so much tits and muffin. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, but not one of my more favorite Jess Franco films. And last up for the Blu-rays here is, I wasn't going to pick this up at first, and I was like, you know what, it's so cheap. Might as well. I love the original cover art on it. And that is the Evil Dead Steelbook from Anchor Bay. Had to grab it, man. It was just so cheap. Pretty cool arts and stuff. It's kind of disappointing there's nothing on the inside of this, but whatever, man. It was just, it's dirt cheap. Had to grab it, so why not? Evil Dead Steelbook. What can you say about the Evil Dead? It's actually a different disc in there too, which is kind of nice. They didn't just repackage the old one, but yeah, so that's going to do it for this Blu-ray update. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you've seen any of the films that I haven't or whatnot, or leave comments down below. Awesome stuff, right? Anyways, guys, I will talk to you probably in a few weeks with another update. Yeah, till then, peace out, guys.